Hi, this is Ken and Michelle Bass.
And you're listening to the Resilient Parenting Podcast.
Hello again there. We're going to start off this latest episode with a couple of dad Christmas jokes.
Oh dear, I did not know about this. Sorry, ahead of time. No, actually, you know what? It is the season. Go ahead.
Okay.
Dad, tell your jokes.
How do you invite Santa Claus to your Christmas party?
How do you invite Santa Claus to your Christmas party? I don't know. How do you?
You request his presence.
Oh. That was a groaner. Okay.
Okay, why did the elf go to school?
I don't know. Why did the elf go to school?
To improve his alphabet.
Oh, Ken, where are you finding these? These are horrible.
And why shouldn't you lend money to elves, by the way?
I don't know. I don't have any money to lend, but why would you?
Because they're always short.
Oh, no short jokes.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Speaking of short, we're short on time. We should get to the episode.
Okay, that's next.
So we are at the end of the year for 2025, and we usually don't do a timestamp, but I think, for those that are listening, whether it's a different time of year, I think you could say 2025 has been an interesting year for a lot of different stressors. And in addition, we have the holidays that have been going on and are coming up. And I have noticed that a lot of people that I care about, including myself, have been experiencing more stress and anxiety and maybe even some depression than they have previously. Mm-hmm. And so we thought that it would be a good idea to maybe, talk about that on this podcast. So looking at the holidays, I looked at a couple different things. The Steve Fund has a holiday mental health check-in, which I thought was really pretty cool. I'll add the link to the show notes, but it talks about identifying holiday stressors. And so 4 areas were academics, family, social, financial, and then routine changes. Mm-hmm. So in addition to the holidays, we're getting close to the end of the year, which, I think a lot of us do a lot of reflection at the end of the year. What did we accomplish? What did we not accomplish? We're getting another year older. At this time of year, the schools are, ending for the
semester,
which usually means a big push to get the schoolwork done.
Right.
On the good side or pleasant side of things, a lot of the kids in school, like college students, will have a break. What that also means is that they will be home and their routines will be changing. So you have that. Then you have, usually you have more family time.
Right.
And there are people who maybe will feel more lonely during this time because they won't be around family. And then the financial burden of having additional expenses of whatever holiday you celebrate, whether you're decorating, the additional food, the gifts, travel, all of that costs money. So it's a lot of stress. I wanted to focus on those 4 areas: academic, family, social, financial, and routine changes. When I say all of that, what do you think?
What do I think? I got stuck on the financial part myself.
Yeah, is it hard to have a budget, Ken?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like you're like, don't look at where I'm going and don't look at the bank account. Which reminds me, don't look in the trunk right now either.
Oh, thanks for the tip. Oh, Oh, no, I'm not going to look in the trunk
You
at
better
all.
not. You better not.
I will not.
And, and just thinking about like changes and all of that, you have to find the time to do that as well, to do all the extra shopping. And so if you're already packed full of things in your day, like working, family, then you have to figure out, when am I going to have time for this? And then there's like, oh, we're having this party or we're having that party. And as much fun as all of that is, that's additional stress.
Well, look at me working a part-time job now.
Yes, you are working
Been
a
retired
part-time
for almost 3 years. And I decided, because things were getting a little too boring around home, I'd go out and get a part-time job.
You can only talk about the dogs for so long.
That's true.
And what neighbor moved in.
Yeah. And just even like, 3 or 4 days a week, working maybe 5 or 6 hours a day, man, it really adds a lot to your plate if you're not used to it. And I mean, that breaks up the whole routine that you're used to, and that adds a little bit of stress.
That has added a lot of stress. I mean, it's been great. I think it's been really great for you. But you were kind of the steady for us, because we were, there's school and then I'm at work, and you would be the steady at home. And now it's like you're off running around and then we're off doing our thing too. And we didn't mention that Chris also got a job. So
Yeah.
we're just doing it. Oh, and I'm doing a theater show after 10 years. Yeah. So we just added, so don't listen to us for all the advice of, we're going to show you what to not do during the holidays. So there were some, I looked it up, and these would have been some strategies that I would have suggested as well. So strategies for managing stress. Learn to say no. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to say yes to every single obligation. And I will say that I've recently, and I'm sure people listening can relate to this. Hey, I have a great idea. Let's have a gift exchange. Let's do a white elephant gift. Let's do it. And all I'm thinking is, oh, when am I going to have time? When am I going to go to the store and get that? Oh my God, this will be fun, but oh my gosh. So I just thought, you know what? When I have time, I will go and I will get as much done as I can, and it's going to have to be good enough. But you can also say no. You don't have to say yes to everything. Did you know that?
I have heard that. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. I mean, no.
Yeah. They also say define priorities. So decide what truly matters to you. If you want to spend time with your family and you want to like do specific things, like watch movies, or if you want to go to like look at the lights, or, whatever it is that fits your family, prioritize that. Because if you overextend and try to say yes to everything, you're going to end up missing those moments that matter the most to you.
You have to kind of focus on those moments a little bit more, maybe. Possibly.
And be present. Yeah. Simplified traditions. So focus on a few meaningful, flexible traditions. And, like a good example, we make new traditions. So just because of where everyone is and finances and all that, we decided, instead of everyone giving everyone gifts, that we would do a gift exchange, just to simplify it. And that has been really helpful. Instead of driving all over the place on Christmas, we decided years ago that we would stay home, so the kids could hang out in their pajamas, play with their toys, and I would make something here. But we have a different Christmas celebration on a different day with the family. And that worked for us because it was just, we were adding too much stress, and it was stressing us out and it was stressing the kids out.
And I still like to stay home in my pajamas and play with my toys.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. And he's not exaggerating. Managing expectations. I think this is another thing. I know I brought this up another time, but especially with moms, but this goes with dads too, grandparents. You know what? There is no such thing as perfect. They don't need every single toy and everything that's on their list. They don't. Remind yourself that the picture perfect family is a myth. Okay? What they want is presents. Presents in the sense they want you there. Not so much what's wrapped under the tree or, whatever you end up celebrating. It's I can't tell you how many times I've gone to holiday events, and the women and the men are busy, in the kitchen cooking, sweating, running around. And, it's okay to like simplify. I mean, it's beautiful that you put so much effort into it. And some people, that's their love language. So I get that. Just make sure that your needs are being met.
So ordering pizza for Christmas dinner is okay?
If you want to, if you can do that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Check that. Okay.
You don't cook the meal anyway.
Oh, that's right.
But thank you for taking that on.
Okay.
You all heard that.
Okay.
Ken's going to order it. So thinking of a couple of things, prioritizing self-care. So it's going to be really important. Take breaks, basic needs, don't skip your sleep, healthy food. There's going to be so many treats out there, which is fine. Don't say no to it, but everything in
Moderation.
Moderation. Thank you.
Okay.
Find joy. This would probably also go with like trying to keep somewhat of a routine, like for the kids and everything, to be able to have some things too. Expectations, you can change maybe a little bit of like bedtime and all of that, but really trying to have it be something that is predictable, will help with creating safety, and also will give you that time as well where you can have some downtime, even if they're not getting up for school the next day. Because I guarantee for most of them, they're still going to be up early. For some reason, they can't get up when it's a school day, but when it's a snow day, suddenly everyone's awake at 4 a.m. Let me see what else. We talk about enjoying the moment.
Right.
Step away from screens. And I see that a lot. I see a lot of screens being used. Everybody's in the room, but no one's actually like talking to each other. And then gratitude, just being thankful for that time. So when I talk about the academic, family, social, financial, routine changes, I think, just like looking even at the family social, so tensions, expectations, identity-related stress, draining gatherings. So just be aware of that. So if you are going somewhere where you're maybe a little stressed out about it, just notice that and have some things that you can do to prepare yourself for those get-togethers.
Right.
It's nice to be around folks, but sometimes it's not. So again, no is a complete sentence. You don't have to say yes to everyone, to every invitation.
Know your own comfort zone, maybe?
Yeah, and then create your own comfort zone. So, have some tools with you. Something I recommend a lot when I'm working with families and individuals is, like for me, I do get overwhelmed when there's a lot of people and a lot of talk. So just having my water. I prefer with a straw. I have my fidget rings that I have. I make sure that I'm dressed comfortably, because if I'm dressed like in uncomfortable clothes, it's just going to intensify everything. So if I'm wearing something that gets warm or itchy, it's going to really be bothering me by the end of the night, because I'm already like on high alert. Is there anything that you do besides eat all the deviled eggs?
That's what I look forward to.
I know.
Actually, no. Something you mentioned a little bit earlier, traditions. And I find myself latching onto those traditions. We had one of those brought up here in the household with something with Chris was requesting that we put the train around the bottom of the Christmas tree again. And that was something I didn't think we were going to be able to do because of space. And even though they said, well, it's okay, I knew there was something important to them. And once I did it, I realized it was important to me too. And that tradition helps calm me at certain times, because I can turn on the train and watch it go around the bottom of the tree, and there go my worries. See?
And your expectations also have changed.
Yeah.
So we have an elderly dog, our elderly wiener dog, who you just accepted the fact. You just accepted. I'm so proud of you for this. You accepted the fact that you would leave, and you knew that when you came back, the train would be off the
Right, tracks.
The tracks.
Yeah.
Yes. And were you correct?
Walks around. She's partly blind and deaf, and
Yeah.
maybe doggy dementia.
Yeah,
And
I
she
feel like
kinda
we should
wanders.
film it though, so it could be like one of those like Godzilla movies, but instead it's with a ginormous wiener dog. But what happened? You came home and
Yeah, the train was turned over, and I was like, I knew it, and I've accepted that, and it's just one of those things I have to deal with, and part of the joy of having that train around the bottom of the Christmas tree.
yeah, absolutely. And then financial, there have been some things where we've had to say, I don't think we can do that this year, but let's do this instead. And I know that there's a lot of pressure out there, and there's everything costs so much more than it used to.
Oh yeah,
And there's a lot of people who are just trying to make ends meet. So I do know there's resources out there, and so I would definitely look at that. And there's nothing wrong with going to thrift stores and making something. There's just so many different options that you can have, and I know there's a lot of pressure. So just recognizing, again, going back to what's most important and what can you do, because when we're talking about this, we're also talking about our mental health. And one of the things as the adults, the parents, the grandparents, is that we are modeling how to take care of ourselves. And so it's important if you're stressed, to be able to share that. Your kids don't need to know all your problems, but they're going to know something's going on. And the reality of the holidays is, yes, you want the kids to have that joy, but also recognizing that there are responsibilities and parts of the holiday that can also cause stress. And there might be ways for them to be able to support or help with certain things in the home, just to make it so that it's not all on you. It doesn't have to be all on you.
right. Very good. Okay, good points. So
Yeah, so can we take notes and start doing all of this ourselves? I'm just kidding. Honestly, the biggest thing is recognizing, noticing it. If you're feeling stressed, call it out. I am feeling stressed. I am feeling anxious, whatever it is, and being like, okay, what can I do? What can I take off my plate? If you can't, then what can I do in this moment to calm my nerves so that I can continue on? The pause is a very important tool. Pause before you act. So we hope you have a fabulous holiday season. This is going to be our last episode for 2025. We will be back in 2026. If you are interested in certain topics, or you have someone in mind that you think would be a great person to bring onto the podcast, please let us know. You can reach us here. You can also find us on our Facebook page, the Resilient Parenting Podcast group. And then you can also find us on Instagram. So until then, happy 2025, and we'll see you next year. This podcast is brought to you by the Idaho Children's Trust Fund.